So the regular season in the Championship, League One and League Two is complete, meaning the only thing that's still to come is the playoffs. But we found out a lot of teams' fate at the other end of the table, didn't we? Including the teams that have officially been relegated. In the Championship, it's Cardiff City, who we already knew. Today, Plymouth and Luton Town join them as well, boys. For Luton, Nigel, this is terrible, isn't it? Back-to-back relegations now for them, from the Premier League to the Championship, and now they'll be playing in League One next season.
Yeah, it's sad for Luton Town, really. There was high expectations of that team, of Luton, into the season, and they didn't start well. They could never get the momentum going. They missed a lot of senior defenders at the start. They couldn't catch back up, and there's just so much inconsistency. Rob Edwards finally left. The new manager got a little bit of a bounce, and you thought, OK, last game of the season, try and make that fight, make it happen, and they just couldn't do it. And they're not the first team to suffer successful relegations from the Premier League Championship now into League One. One team comes to mind is Sunderland, also had the same fate, and I believe Wolverhampton Wanderers is another team that did it as well. But it's not great for Luton.
Yeah, and it goes to show you the different levels, right? You from the Premier League, you think, okay, there's a big drop-off, right? That's a big misconception, that there's this big drop-off to the Championship. And they think, okay, we'll rebuild and we're going to get ourselves, for sure, beginning of the season, they're thinking we're going to get ourselves back into the Premier League somehow. Really well-run club, Rob Edwards in charge. Like we said many times, the two strikers, Morris and Adebayo, had double-digit goals in the Premier League, so Championship should be easy for them. They couldn't score goals, they couldn't get it going, and now they're dropping down to League One. And this is what the English Football League is you don't have time to rebuild and rest and wait. There's massive clubs that are trying to get themselves up, and the second that you rest, boom, you go down, and these three clubs are going to find out the hard way now. It's permanent, it's final. We watched them all season. They couldn't get it right. Showed signs. Plymouth obviously knocking Liverpool out in the FA Cup, and then added a couple wins to their season. We think, okay, are they going to do the impossible? Too little, too late for these three teams.
Grella and Poppy, speaking of relegation, let's have a relegation recap, I believe. Oh, we have a certain video of a relegation recap.
Yeah, there's one team missing here that we thought would be.
And here it comes.
Is it worth it? Was it worth it? And you left a team in the playoffs. And now Nigel's got to give me a bottle of wine because he's going to lose the bet.
Did you bet on that?
I believe he'll keep them up.
He thinks he's going to keep Derby up.
Stay up?
Yes, I believe he'll keep them up. I really do.
Even now?
Even now, yeah, okay. I do. Oof. That was a great relegation recap, right? And I believe you two believe that Derby were going to go down.
Mine was slightly emotional because obviously being a Forest fan, you don't have the fondest thoughts of Derby County. But Grella, tactically, yours is worse.
Yours was emotional. Mine was statistic. They had lost 11 games. They had the worst possession, the oldest team. They didn't look good at all. They didn't get the new manager bounce. And then all of a sudden they won 4 or 5 on the bounce, which at the bottom of the table hadn't happened all year for any of those clubs. But yours was emotional, mine was statistical. But he just knew. He knew. Nigel knows.
And now Nigel can use your wine that you'll give him to pay off some of his other debts.
I think, he lost it to someone else. It's literally just going into his hands and right out.
It's not. I guarantee it's not.
At the other end of the table, though, these are the teams that will be heading to the playoffs and looking to make it to Wembley in the end. You can see Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry City and Bristol City. It was epic, epic scenes at the end of these games, wasn't it? Pure elation. And in the middle of it all, at Coventry, was our very own Jeff Shreves.
Well, Poppy, as you can imagine, it's absolutely party time here because, of course, it's the last game of the season too. The players and their families taking the traditional lap of honour here at the Coventry Building Society Stadium. But just think what the atmosphere is going to be like when they host Sunderland here for that leg of the playoffs. So they did the job on the day. It was nervy, but of course it's that man, Jack Rederney, once again, in his 8th and 9th goals of the season. He's a Chelsea fan, as I said to you at half-time, and he's absolutely loving life playing under one of his idols. And today, you have to say they deserved it. Middlesbrough had their chances, but Coventry City, they kept their composure, they kept their noses in front, and crucially, they kept their mentality on getting over the line. So, a great day today for the club, but there could be even better to come. And of course, we'll be there.
Sure could be, Jeff. Super Frank done it again. Good stuff from him and Coventry City. They're seeded at 5th, so they'll take on Sunderland, as Jeff mentioned. Bristol City will take on 3rd place Sheffield United. Of all of these teams, boys, who have you got going up with Burnley and Leeds?
Well, Sheffield United and Sunderland, for me, are the bigger, better clubs in my mind, the way that they played this season. But they're going into this playoffs on a little bit of a downer, and Bristol City, Coventry coming in on an upper. But I like Sheffield United in the final against a Coventry City, and I think Sheffield United are going to do it.
I'll agree with Grella, and I would go with Sheffield United because of the experience of Chris Wilder, the manager. Bristol City are in great form, but I just think now it's the playoffs. It's a new experience for them. Sheffield United have been here before. They've got a manager who got them into the Premier League, knows what this environment takes. Coventry City right now under Frank Lampard, fantastic role. I said it from the start. Sunderland, great team, but too young. Lack them seniority players, that senior experience that you need, especially now in moments like this, and they're not on great form.
I could see Bristol City sneaky getting in there as the 6th seed, coming into form at the right time. Speaking of form at the right time, that's what Leeds United needed today, Grella, because the goal difference was massive, wasn't it, against Burnley? They just needed to win to secure the title in the Championship.
If you define the right time by all season long, then I think you're talking about Leeds United. They were good for me from start to finish, and they only got better as the season went on. Really good the way that they played football. I think that Farka should be the manager moving forward. They should give him an opportunity because of the way that they did it. They accomplished it in a really high-end fashion. And then even today, for me, there was never really a doubt that they were going to get the job done. And Solomon's been so fantastic. Aronson, Nyonto as well. Daniel James, who got himself into the team of the season as well. So they got a lot of good things going for them. They're probably a few pieces away from being able to stabilize themselves in the Premier League, but really good season from them. They win it on 100 points to goal difference to Burnley, and it was an exceptional season from start to finish.
Yeah, now that they're...
Wait, have you got anything to say for Leeds, Grell? Every week you say it?
What? Leeds. No, I'm proud of them. I'm proud to be. I'm proud to be connected to such a big club.
Something in your throat?
No.
Have you sent your tweet off today? That will do big numbers.
I don't know. We'll see.
Hashtag marching on together.
We'll see. I'm not really a social guy, but we'll see.
Nige, really good stuff for them today, though. As we were saying, how much does it really matter winning the Championship when you're already promoted? But you could see it meant, obviously, a lot to them.
It did mean a lot to them, especially with, again, it's the size of the club. It's Leeds United. They are a Premier League club. They should be a Premier League club. With everything that they've got, the fan base, the history in English football, they're back there. But when I sense and I'm listening to the ownership group and the people around the club, there's an extra seriousness about them now, about this time, wanted to secure themselves as a Premier League club. I don't think they want to be a yo-yo club anymore. They really want to establish themselves there. So for me, the summer and the recruiting and what they do and the players they bring in is going to be absolute vital. I think they need to start straight away with the spine. Goalkeeper, centre-back, centre midfielder and a striker. You always have to strengthen that spine of top Premier League quality, and you can build around that.
Well, we knew it was going to be a massive day today. Our coverage started at 7 o'clock in the morning. We've had some epic moments, as we would have thought coming into the day. But how good was Bradford? Surely that's got to be one of the moments of the day. They score, the fans come on the pitch, there's still 10 seconds to go, and then how long did it take to get restarted? But they got there in the end, didn't they? It was
the craziest finish to a game we've seen, and you could feel it coming, balls into the box, and Fleetwood's like, uh-oh, here they come. And a team that had the most points at home throughout the season, they ended up getting with 55. No one was even close to that. No one was even near the 50s. So they made their home stadium a fortress, 24,000 plus in the arena as well. Big city, big club. Glad to see them go up. They go up in the last second, and it's from like a, the striker doesn't even know that it hits him. Then the fans come on. They have to go back out. It was just chaotic scenes. I mean, they even had us jumping around this morning, so it was a special moment.
So good, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. Everything you worked the entire season comes down to that last moment. And just think about the nervousness of it, where you've missed 3 or 4 great chances, thinking it's not going to happen, and you get that vital goal in the end, the fans, the emotions, everything. Unbelievable.
Really good stuff. So here we are. We're down to the final month of the season. You can see the key dates here for the EFL Championship, League 2 and League 1, of course. But the big one that we're all looking at is the richest game in football, which is coming to you on Saturday, May 24th. The League 1 final is the day after. And to conclude the season, the League 2 final as well.